This, in Scotland, I'm practically Jamaican. Yeah, my ancestors are almost blue.
Wind that handle, wind the handle. Point it to the sky.
That's what that crate is. Right, morning folks. Let's address the obvious elephant in the room. Yes, my legs are out. It's springtime, the sun's out, legs out. Got to remember it's Scottish genes that are inside of me. This isn't white. This, in Scotland, I'm practically Jamaican. Yeah, my ancestors are almost blue. Anyway, got to get them raised when you can. Talking raised, there's no Raven here today. She's at school. I've sneaked off for some fishing while she's not here. Got a little plan in my head. I'm at a venue that we're coming back to on Saturday. Hopefully, if we can get here early enough, to these very same pegs that we're on at the moment. What I'm going to plan to do today is catch as many as I can, obviously. About time I caught something, you're all saying, I know. I'm going to try and catch as many as I can and set a weight. Target weight, shall we call it, for Steve and Raven to have a go at, equaling or beating or seeing what they can do. Bit of friendly fun, bit of friendly banter, helps the days pass by. Coming to the end of what I'm hoping to be lockdown, so all being well, should be back up fully functioning at work come the middle of May. Can't wait for that, folks, to be honest with you. Getting a bit nuts just sat at home doing next to nothing. So in my haste to come out today, I've come out without my buzzers. I just gave them a clean over last night, left the box out on the side, forgot to put it back in the barrow bag. So today's going to be one of them days where it's either totally epic, I'll be able to say, oh, you remember that day I left my buzzers behind and caught all them fish? Or it's going to be another day like normal where I've done a lot of blanking recently, isn't it? So I'll show you what I've had to do. I've bodged together a bit of a bite indication. I'm using some pike tackle to go carp fishing. Before you all freak out, no, it's not the treble hooks. It's the arms, the indicator arms at the back. I've got that, and I've got the ratchet on the reel to listen to. So I know what you're thinking, flipping heck, a carp angler's got to sit and watch his rods. Terrible, what's the world coming to? Anyway, I had a little chat to the bailiff. He's just come round and took me money, made me poorer. He said to me, he says, right, I want you to think like a matchman today, and you keep feeding some pellets out regular, because that's what turns the fish on. He says you can either think like a matchman, or you can sit there all day and catch nothing. So I'm going to think like a matchman. I've put a few pellets out. When I finish chatting to you lot, I'm going to fire a few more out there. I'm probably going to feed about every 35 minutes, just a couple of cups of pellets. I've got plenty of bubbles in front of me, and a few cruising fish, little ones at the moment though. From what I'm told, this is the lake that's got all the bigger carp in it. I was hoping to get onto the lake that had got a lot more carp in it. You know, what they use as their match lake, so carp for around £10 and below. But for giving your rods a little bend and a bit of sport on a day ticket, it's pretty good to come here. And we've not caught a great deal recently, so it'd be nice to get a bit of confidence back. Voice going. So this venue's got a few rules. They're not anti-carp rules. It's not secret carp discrimination like I spoke about earlier. Quite simple to follow rules. No braid, so no braided line, no braided hook lengths. no boilies, and hooks of size 6 or below. Size 6 is a perfectly ample sized hook to go catching a 20-pound carp on. And the bailiff tells me that there's a handful of big 20s in this lake here, and a good throw at upper doubles as well, so we can get by fishing here. I don't mind so much the no braided hook link. There's a lot of places have that. I'm using Fox monofilament. I'll show you in a bit. I had to set 2 of the rods up. I've got a 3rd one to do later. I thought I might as well do that on camera. I'm using the corded dark matter leaders, so there's no leg core there, and like I say, the Fox fluorocarbon as a hook link. And I'm still trying the rig that I'm going to say Adam Penning showed me. He showed me via my computer, watching him on the internet, obviously not in person. But I'm still trying it. I've had to adapt it a little bit, and again I'll show you what I've done there. And I've only adapted it purely because I like a slightly longer hook length than Adam does. So in order for that to sit flush rather than it bulk up as it sort of hangs down, instead of putting another bead on there to trap it, I'll show you what I've done. Hopefully it might catch something even. We'll have to wait and see, eh? So for now, folks, I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Right, back again, folks. And no, it's not to dazzle you with the brightness of my legs. I was thinking about what the bailiff said. If you want to catch fish like a matchman, or sit here and blank all day, something along them lines. So I've been feeding the pellet, and as yet nothing's happened, but I'm not really expecting that to be the case just as yet. But it made me think, like, I'm presenting a rig in what we used to call a dynamite stick. Oh, really gone. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about, but for those that don't, little stocking, yeah, got some pellets in it, bit of crumb, that sort of stuff. And on there, I'm fishing one of these pink fruit wafters. Okay, it's quite bright, and it's something that Carp's probably not seen before. So that could be to my advantage or to my disadvantage. Later on, if we've not had anything on them, we'll switch over to a bit of sweet corn, because they'll have definitely seen that. And I've put a bit of sweet corn in the mix that I've just made up. So I've made a mix up because I'm going to make a few of these up and catapult them out around the area that I'm fishing in. So rather than it just being a selection of pellets scattered around with my up bait, you know, encased in one of these, shall we say, or sat on top of one of these wafting around, which kind of look a little bit out of place, I'm going to put a few more out so it doesn't look so out of place. Hopefully sort of camouflage it and conceal it in front of the eyes, you know, hide in plain sight. So that's the plan. And what I'm doing down here is I'm warming up the Smart Liquid. If you've ever used this stuff or bought this stuff, oh, can you hear that? That's better. It's starting to sound more liquidy. If you ever buy that, it comes like real thick custard. It's thicker than tomato ketchup, way thicker than tomato ketchup. So when you come to put it in your bags or whatnot, you end up using way more than you really need to. It's alright if you want to like dip a hook bait in it and leave it covered in the stuff, brilliant for that. But I want to put it into some of this mix to bring a bit of scent and flavour in there. So that's what we've got at the moment. Pellet, tiny bit of breadcrumb, and a bit of sweet corn. And this is runny enough, it's not too far away. Oh, that's better. I'll just give it a good squirt in there. Ooh. And then bag that up. That's fine. So hopefully, hiding in plain sight. I'll let you know how that goes a little bit later on. I'm going to get this bagged up, catapulted out. I might even have a cup of coffee. See you in a bit, folks. Right, folks, I'm back. This is what I've come up with. A couple of 3 solid bags made up of the mixture that we spoke about earlier, and a 4th one of just pure pellet. And in the bottom of there, down here you can see I've got 2 stones just to help it sink. The idea behind this one is it's going to be like a tracer unit that will allow me to have a rough idea that the others have all dissolved, and then I can rest a little peacefully. So I'll just stick that in the middle, put a decent amount of ISO in there, and if you've ever seen this stuff hit the water, it goes yellow everywhere. Once that bag explodes, the plume of yellow come to the surface, and I know that the others have pretty much done the same thing. So that's the plan. Let's put it into action, see what happens. Get back to you in a bit, folks. Right then, I'm off the mark, Raven, so that's fish number one. Now you've at least got to catch something. Oh, this one is just so lively. Yeah, that's fish number one for you and Steve to catch up with. Hey, I don't know, £2, something like that, £2, £3. Little mirror. At least it's not blank, eh? Right, put this one back, hopefully get another one. Right then, Raven, fish number two. Now you've definitely got to catch something. Another mirror, about the same size. Whoa, steady there fella, steady. You like to wriggle here. Yeah. Ooh, steady. Yeah, what, £3, something like that, nothing massive. But it's fish number two. Let's see how you do on Saturday. Right, let's put that one back. Right folks, we're 2 fish up. Let me show you this rig. It's not mine. This is one of Adam Penning's rigs. He calls it the depth charge. And I've had to make a little modification to suit myself, my own fishing. Again, nothing against him, he uses slightly smaller hook lengths than me. And with this being no braid water, I didn't really like having say 6-inch hook length with the big weight knocking around it. In my head I just couldn't make it safe, so I've gone for a slightly longer hook length, and as you can see, if it's just sat normal, it sort of hangs and bows around down like this. And I fished it a couple of times to no avail, no fish, and I think that's purely because of like the way that that's presented there with all this line sticking up. So I was thinking to myself, how can I make it better? I need something to hold that at the top like that. and I didn't want to put another bead on it, just to make it more complicated. So today I just started putting a bit of PVA tape right up behind it, slide it up, and all that does is just keeps the hook length nice and tight. And it's just secured with one like half granny knot. So now it's much better. Oops, it fell through. It was fishing better. Put another half granny in it. Make it a full granny knot. Make that knot a little bit bigger.
Come on.
There we go. So that's it's much better. And it's like a modification of the helicopter rig with what we used to call back in the day a dynamite stick. I could never get in my head helicopter rigs with a dynamite stick attached to the hook length and it's spinning around the outside. Didn't really cast very well or anything, but when I saw him talking about that, it was like, brilliant, got to give that a go. That sort of solves all my issues with the helicopter rigs. So why not give it a try? So I say we're doing alright so far. I've had 2 little ones, and on the end got the Corda dark matter leader on, because again no braid. On the end I've got just a little bit of putty. I don't know if you can see that. Covered in bumbleberry juice, and on a little pink wafter with some pink fruit smoke on it. That's what's done us so far for 2. We'll chuck it back out, see what we can do. Get back to you in a bit if we catch a 3rd. See you later.
Fish number 3. Well, technically fish number 6 because I've lost 3. Or missed 3, shall we say. This one just don't want to sit still. Come on, you sod. Right. There we go then. Fish number 3. It might go £8, maybe. I'll weigh it in a minute. So that's 3 fish you've got to catch now, Raven. Preferably one as big as this. Okay. Not bad at all. Give you a look at the other side. Yeah. Calm down, fishy. That's the other side. Oh. That's the other side. Yeah. We'll get the scales on it. See what it goes. Back in a sec.
The floor. Oh, just under 10, 9, 10.
That's what they've all been caught on. Little pink wafters, pink fruit wafters. One last look before we put it back. £9.10, just under double figures. Not bad, still got plenty of the day left. See what else we can get. So, it's not massive, but it is fish number 4. So, whoa, ready little one. So that's 4 you've got to get now, Raven and Steve. 4 mighty monsters like that. And believe it or not, that was the change to the squid. It had not even really give the PVA string a chance to melt. Ooh, just picked it straight up and nailed it. So, we'll get some more squid out in the water.
So there's been 7 things that have got me off my arse, and 4 of them have been fish. Maybe all 7 of them have been fish, but I don't know. I've been having to react to the bobbins, so if it moves I'm on it like white on rice, not necessarily waiting for the run. 4 fish so far, Even. That's what you've got to beat. Biggest one, £9.10. Still a bit of time left in the day though, and we've just made the switch over to the squiddy stuff. Been on the fruity stuff all day. These munch bait pink fruit wafters, 14mm, straight into a bait screw, put out using a depth charge. If you have any more, I'll get back to you in a bit. See you later.
5 when it starts flipping around. Another little mirror. Oh, hey. Another little mirror, look. But that's another one that you've got to catch raven. Just to draw level. 5 to draw, 6 to win. So far. Still a bit more time left. Right, we'll get this one back and hopefully get some more. See you in a sec. Right, another little one. Still counts though. Still number 6. Yeah. Whoa. Stop it. Stop it. Oh. 6 to draw, 7 to win. Yeah. See if we can get some more before we have to go. Put this one back, carry on. One more before we go. Zulu, you've spilt my coffee. That's right folks, only gone and caught another one. That's fish number 7. They've all been about this sort of size, about 3-4 pound. Well, I come for a bend in my rod, and a bend in my rod's what I got. Yeah. Beautiful. Pop this one back. There's still time for one more. Oh. One left. While we pack the rest up. That's not bad though. 7 little runs. I had 10 runs really. Missed 3, didn't I? So possible double figures today. I know they're not 20 pounders, but like I said, I've come for a bend in my rod. Well, to be honest, I've come to test all the equipment out before we come back with Raven and set a total for her to beat when she gets here. So now it's 7 fish. Unless this one goes again, that is. I'm going to carry on packing up, see what the rest of the hour brings. So if I don't get anything else folks, it's been a pleasure, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you later.